We are ready to go here in Las Vegas. UCLA in the home white, North Carolina in the Carolina blue. And the first possession belongs to UCLA. Kiki Rice will bring it up. Lauren Betts, her first touch. Gianna Neepkins. Neepkins moves to her right and puts it in for her first two. She's gone for 20 or more in the last two games for UCLA. Starting five for North Carolina. Renaya Kelly is still on a minutes restriction. Hopefully she can get to 20 minutes tonight. Arnis Salo taking on her former team. We talked about Navarre. Nyla Harris, the Louisville transfer, really good on the glass. And Sierra Toomey, player whose game is blossoming. Turnover by North Carolina, their first trip down the floor. Charlize Ledger-Walker will run the show with Rice in the backcourt. Betts on the inside, can't get it. Joined in the starting five by Gabriela Jaquez, the #2 scorer and rebounder for UCLA in the early going this season.
And Eric, a couple things to watch in this game. Both these teams top 20 in rebounding, so both coaches very intent with their teams. You got to win the glass. The second piece is both these teams want to play with pace. How do you do that? You got to get defensive stops.
Arnis Salo trying to work with Harris on the screen. She'll pop for three, can't get it. Rebound grab by Kelly. Kelly on the pull-up. Just has such a great all-around game. First points of the season for Kelly. She played 5 minutes in the opener on the minutes restriction, 10 last time out against Elon. So 3 games in, Kelly's got her first points. Battling injury in the preseason, really a slow start for her as she ramps up to full speed.
And something to watch right now is Sierra Toomey on Betts. That's the stretch four for UNC, but she is the tallest player on the floor for UNC right now.
Navarre fighting against Neepkins for the rebound. It'll be North Carolina basketball. Well, Coach Thomas Scuddy, if you're drawing up a plan to try to neutralize Lauren Betts, what do you try to do?
I think you got to try to play with pace. I think you want to get down and try to score quickly before that shot blocking ability can come in play. But as we talked about in the open, it's not just her that can affect shots. There is length up and down this UCLA lineup.
Betts gets the rebound, starts it the other way. Ledger-Walker's going to come up well short. Just wasn't in rhythm on that shot as she continues to find her rhythm with her new team. Didn't play last season, of course, after a knee injury that occurred with Washington State at UCLA, January 28th of 2024. Arnis Salo on the putback attempt. Toomey tries again, can't get it, and Betts has the rebound.
And it's just something to watch for teams that play against Betts. How many shots does she affect without even being on the shooter? It's that wingspan. It's her ability to affect the opposing team's shots.
Betts denied, and it will remain with UCLA. Good defense, team defense by North Carolina.
So we're so small, it doesn't do us a lot of good to send the doubles.
Navarre flying around as she normally does. 3 on the shot clock. Out of that scramble, Neepkins gets a wide open look, but that's off the mark. And here come the Tar Heels with Kelly. Arnis Salo. Navarre trying to work on Rice. Navarre, tough take, hard fall. She'll head to the line to hit 2.
The one-on-one matchups are so interesting already. The way the coaches have had the team set up. Neepkins defending against Nyla Harris, free throw shooter on the season.
So
right now, Navarre's at 50%.
Senior from Apex, North Carolina, who played her freshman year at Stanford. 3rd season now with North Carolina. Averaged 8 points, 4.5 boards last season as a starter. 13 points, 7 rebounds, 6 steals last time out against Elon. Early lead, early pressure off the make by Carolina.
And this is the advantage that UCLA has because they have 2 point guards on the floor between Kiki Rice as well as Charlize Ledger-Walker.
Even Jaquez, too, has played a little of the one. Betts, nice move inside, couldn't get it. That's off Navarre. It'll be UCLA basketball. Rice will check out of the game. Early trip to the bench for Kiki. She's still battling back off a preseason injury. She hasn't had the reps according to Corey Close, so she's not fully at 100%. So Angela Dugalich will come in. Good defense again by North Carolina. Arnie Salo. Arnie Salo on the pull-up. Court 2. First season with the Heels after spending last season with UCLA. We welcome those of you who watched second-ranked Purdue close the game on a 7-0 run to beat Alabama at Coleman 87-80. We're in Las Vegas. Women's Hoop Top 25 Showdown. UCLA ranked 3rd in the country. North Carolina ranked 11th. Eric Freed, Christy Thomas-Gutty here at the WBCA Challenge. First time for this event here at Michelob Ultra Arena. First game went to Fairfield over South Florida. This is an early lead for North Carolina over UCLA. They've kept Lauren Betts in check. Betts has it right here. The All-American gives it to Gianna Neepkins. Jaquez to Ledger Walker. On the turnaround inside, the grad student Duga Leach for her first 2. Bringing UCLA within 1. UCLA 3-0 on the season. The Tar Heels 2-0. UCLA most recently beating Oklahoma 6th-ranked Sooners on Monday in Sacramento by 14. 4 in double figures in that game. That's a theme for UCLA. Great balance, great depth for this veteran group. This is a younger, by comparison, group for Courtney Banghart at North Carolina. North Carolina's been good defensively, but a breakdown there, and Ledger Walker gets her first 2.
And that's the Betts effect. Double comes, she knew it, she doesn't get rushed, creates space, finds the weak side cutter.
Arnie Salo trying to work on Neepkins, knocks it in for 2. Sophomore from Helsinki taking on the team she played for last season in UCLA with a couple of field goals early. Neepkins controls it. Step back. UCLA's been off the mark from outside the three-point line so far. Inside, Harris couldn't finish. Here comes UCLA. Down by 1. Ledger Walker to the baskets.
She used just a little bit of hesitancy by the defense and took advantage of that and just took it to the left. One of the smartest point guards in our game right now is Ledger Walker.
Arnie Salo working with the Toomey screen. Harris, a post presence, going to try to from 3. These two teams are both 0 for 5 from outside the three-point line so far here in the first quarter.
Well, there's a lot of winded players on the floor right now because we have not had the media break yet.
But Lauren Betts knows how to fight through the fatigue. She puts it up for 2.
She buried her defender, so all she had to do was catch and score there.
All 10 UCLA points in the paint. They've outscored North Carolina 10-0 in that category. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the quarter. As Christy mentioned, a long run of uninterrupted play right here. Navarre with the open look. That 3's off the mark. UCLA on the run right now. They've made 4 of their last 5 field goal attempts.
There's the fatigue.
Betts.
No one was moving without the ball on the weak side.
Sorry, Christy. Betts continues to show no signs of fatigue. She's got 4. We put a microphone in front of Lauren right now. She's like, I'd like a break and I'd like to take a seat and get a drink right now. But UCLA's on a 6-0 run. Long rebound out to Toomey. Kelly on a minutes restriction, so this is some uninterrupted play for Renaya. Kicks it over to Navarre. Finally, a three-pointer goes down. Carolina had missed their first 7 three-point attempts. Inside of 2 minutes to go in the quarter, still waiting on that 5-minute media timeout. Turnover. Ledger Walker turned it over. Good start here For North Carolina is Arnie Salo, who has 6 early points for the Heels.
And that's when the Heels are at their best, turning those steals into offense.
Back-to-back turnover quarter, since we only have a little over 90 seconds left in the quarter.
Absolutely. And both these coaches like their benches. They have a lot of faith in it. So just give some of those starters an extended break because they know this is going to be a 60-minute ball game.
Well,
40-minute math so bad.
That's why I handle the math problems. I almost missed it, though. You caught yourself.
You got caught up in football mode.
Blanca Thomas making her season debut, number 34, fighting on the inside. Still fighting, but it's a shot clock violation. Thomas is on a minutes restriction for this team. She's coming back from injury. Courtney Bangart says she would definitely be a starter for this team, but has not played until tonight. Game number 3 of the season.
Which just gives them some more size in the paint. Again, I cannot say this enough. There is such length on this UCLA ball club. There's great speed on the UNC ball club.
Thomas standing her ground. Another turnover for UCLA, getting a little sloppy with the basketball here towards the end of the first quarter. Tomorrow night, men's college basketball doubleheader here on ESPN2. 6th-ranked Michigan taking on TCU at 9 Eastern time. 19th-ranked Gonzaga takes on Arizona State. Both are also available on the all-new ESPN app, so you can watch anywhere. Good quarter for Arnie Salo, who stays in the game out of the timeout. She's got 6 points. Navarre staying on the floor as well. Navarre with the long 2. No, it's 3 for Navarre. So she's got 7, and North Carolina's up by 3. Take to the basket, won't drop down from Kiki Rice. And on the follow-up, it's going to be a foul on the freshman, Talia Henderson.
And that is where Kiki Rice is so dangerous, when she can get downhill. And that forced some rotation, and that's how Muse was open on that weak side for that offensive rebound.
8-0 run for North Carolina to go up by 3 after they were down by 5. Leisure Walker will come on for the final 5.8 seconds for Kiki Rice. Amanda Muse will be at the free throw line, sophomore from Brentwood, California. Amanda played 6 minutes against Oklahoma last time out, had a couple of points, did not play last season.
Make or miss here by UCLA. I would expect a little bit of token full court pressure just to slow North Carolina down with just 6 seconds left.
Arnie Salo with 4. Plenty of time here on the push. Aggressive to the basket. Spins it in for 2. Last season en route to the Final Four. 10 starts for the Bruins, but transferred to Chapel Hill. And she has been an impact player tonight for the Tar Heels. UCLA to start the quarter. Neepkins turns a turnover into points with the 3-pointer.
And as expected, you see him bats back on the floor. Charlotte Leisure Walker, Neepkins, as well as Kiki Rice to start the second quarter.
Lainey Grant for 3. Flying in for the rebound is Dugalich. Betts running the floor, gets the handle and the finish.
Eric, that is 6'7", sprinting the floor, not able to catch it cleanly, but able to keep control of it until she can secure it and take it up.
Grant. Henderson gathers near midcourt. Navarre on the switch. Dugalich stays with her. Betts has the rebound. UCLA has dialed up the defense here to start the second quarter, and of course it begins with the Defensive Player of the Year last year in Lauren Betts.
I think the back doors will be there for UCLA because of how hard UNC's up in the passing lanes trying to deny those reverse towards the basket. That is so difficult to do, sprinting as fast as she was.
Leisure Walker picked up the offensive foul, her first personal. Freshman Nyla Brooks, number 7 on the floor for North Carolina. Toomey's got good range. Can't hit this time, and Rice has the rebound. 5-0 run for the Bruins to start the second quarter to tie it at 17. Dugalich for three.
Angela Dugalich is on such a tear. 14 points, 13 rebounds against Oklahoma on Monday night, and she's picked up here this evening already, quick 5 points.
She was 3 of 5 from outside the arc against the Sooners. On the other end, the freshman Henderson puts it in and is fouled. A chance for a three-point play. Dugalich, and here is the freshman from Vail, Arizona. Had 10 points against Elon in 13 minutes, was 4-7 from the field.
And UNC has such a talented freshman class. Already they're averaging almost 27 points a game to this early point in the season. They're talented, they're disruptive, and they are game ready as freshmen.
Ledger Walker couldn't get it. Betts couldn't get the rebound. And here's Arnisalo. Brooks. Ledger Walker digging in defensively. Rice read it well and got the turnover. Kiki leans in. Good job by Lainey Grant to stand her ground. It's knocked out of bounds, and it's last touched by
Wayne. She would have 3.
Betts inside, no. Toomey there, and gets called for the foul. Well, not many people know that
And Courtney actually served as vice president for Corey. So both these coaches selfless and giving back to the game, but also really good head coaches of their programs.
Well, they're also the answer to the Affleck trivia question, too. So that's
all the above.
Yes.
And this is something UCLA's been doing this season after made free throws, stealing into some full court pressure. And now they're falling back into a matchup zone.
Toomey doing what you do against the zone, hitting from outside. And a turnover. Back the other way comes Kelly. Kelly drops it down inside for 2 with Harris.
Betts has positioning.
One-on-one against Toomey right now. Showing the inside moves, but Toomey showing a little moxie on the inside.
I think we're going to see a huge year from Sierra Toomey. She's healthy. She's added a little strength to her game.
Ledger Walker looking for the foul. None called as Harris, who's always been so good on the boards. Louisville the last 3 seasons. Getting to put back their 7-0 run for North Carolina. Couple of heavyweights swinging back and forth here in Vegas. Brooks with the steal and the finish. Timeout UCLA. UCLA is 3 of 8 shooting here in this second quarter, and that's helped North Carolina jump out to 6-point lead. I love talking big picture here early in the season because we're beginning to see how these familiar faces in the new places are fitting in, and I think they're fitting in pretty well, as we would have expected.
Not just fitting in, making their presence felt in a big way. Malaysia Fulwali is averaging more points now, still coming off the bench for LSU, but playing extremely well. Camille Pierre is just impacting all ends of the floor for NC State.
Could be a shot clock violation. That North Carolina defense keeping it going here against Corey Close's team.
I mean, Corey Close has been about a couple of things as a head coach of North Carolina. 1, spread the floor, make good decisions. 2, stick to the game plan. And 3, be disruptive on defense.
Kelly off to Toomey. Brooks was fouled by Neepkins. One of those impact transfers right there. Gianna Neepkins, who averaged 19 points a game with Utah last season, shot 45% from three-point line, made 94 threes, has fit right into what UCLA wants to do this season, trying to get back to the Final Four.
Well, she's a perfect fit because she helps stretch the floor because of her three-point shooting ability.
Betts got the block, but Harris didn't give up on the play, and that went off of Kelly. Good job by Jaquez to be disruptive. UCLA ball.
And Gianna Neepkins is just a gym rat. Even today, Corey Close was like, you got to go because the practices are timed. And she has to tell her sometimes to get out of the gym because she's the first one in there just always working on her craft.
Betts needs help. Gets it from Jaquez. Throws it up and gets it to drop. Gabriela Jaquez getting her first points. Missing the mark is Kelly. Betts with 8 points, 6 rebounds in the first half. Trying to set the screen for Rice. Toomey there defensively. Betts shows a little range for 2.
But I love that Kiki Rice turned the corner, got cut off, did not force that shot up, and waited for a wraparound, and it just happened to be Lauren Betts.
10 points, 6 boards now for Betts. 9 points, 10 rebounds, 4 blocks in that win against Oklahoma. I think she'd be the first one to tell you it wasn't her best game. Tough matchup with Reagan Beers for Oklahoma.
But what a fun matchup. It was so fun to see 2 of the game's best bigs just go at one another.
Great job by Betts as on the inside, Harris pulled the chair out. Betts didn't go down. Didn't travel because she dribbled and got another basket. Tied at 28. And she's got another rebound. On track for a double-double before halftime. 3 rebounds away with 3 minutes to go. Inside, and Betts just could not handle that pass. Turnover will head to the bench here. You wonder if it's for the end of the half. 2:45 to go before halftime, or if she'll come back before the half ends. Grant. Blanca Thomas back on. Toomey on her way down. Got the pass off to Navarre. Here's the hot hand. Arnie Salo, not this time.
Some really good switches there by UCLA in the half-court defense.
Not shy at all is the freshman from Zagreb, Croatia, Lena Bilic. Shooter launched a 3, couldn't hit. Jaquez picks up her first personal. Another top 25 showdown coming up Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern time. NC State against TCU. Knocked out of bounds by UCLA, North Carolina basketball.
Eric, that was just such good team defense. UCLA defenders just dropped as the ball moved. That's how they were able to get the deflection.
6-0 run at the moment for UCLA. Ledger Walker got a hand in there and got the steal. Muse tried to make the extra pass, still fighting for it. Ledger Walker swings it over. Out of the scramble, Ledger Walker wants to settle things down.
High on ball screen, trying to get Ledger Walker going downhill.
Three-pointer on the way. In and out. Ledger Walker with the rebound. Navarre got a hand in there. Ripped away by Muse. Finds the open teammates.
Ledger Walker credit, not just for the offensive rebound, but her strength to rip that ball away and maintain possession.
Betts will check back in. She's at the scorer's table. Grant with a long 3. Laney Grant knocks it down. Had 11 points against Elon in her season debut. Didn't play in the opener because of an ankle issue. Looked pretty good there to put North Carolina back up by 1. Ledger Walker, entry Dugalic, inside out. Jaquez 3.
You mentioned Corey Close just talking about her team had to stay selfless. That was a selfless possession. They kept passing the ball to get a better shot for their teammates.
Navarre. How about that? Welcome to the season, Blanca Thomas. Knocks down the 3-pointer. Shot clock is off. Betts won't be able to get back on the floor as Ledger Walker holds for one. 7 to go. Ledger Walker takes it at the big. Tough shot for 2. And that will be take a look at what we saw in that first half. Lots of back and forth. 12 lead changes the headline for North Carolina. It's been balanced. 9 different scores in the first half. They were up by 5 after 1. They're down by 1 as the second half begins. Betts gets a touch. One-on-one against Toomey. Toomey got a piece of it. Betts corrals it. No reset of the shot clock. Down to 6. Rice with the Betts screen. With 3. With 2. Here comes Carolina the other way. Kelly. Toomey knocks down another 3. Sierra Toomey averaged 3 points a game and 10 minutes a game a season ago. You touched on it earlier. This is a player to watch blossom this year for North Carolina.
And the double came. Betts all over it. Kicked out to the weak side to Kiki Rice.
First points for Kiki Rice. She was 0 for 4 from the field in the first half. Betts led the way for UCLA in scoring 12 points, 8 rebounds. And we talked about the balance for North Carolina. Arnie Sala with 8 all in the first quarter to pace the Tar Heels. Here she is. Can't hit for 3. Hawkes the rebound. You've got Ledger Walker on the floor. You've got Rice on the floor. And you've got Hawkes who can bring the ball up the floor, but she turns it over. 9th turn for UCLA.
I asked Corey Close today about Betts. Would she bring her out of the paint or leave her in to try to protect? She said, we're going to try to leave her in, but if UNC starts knocking down those outside shots with the bigs, we've got to pull her out.
Hawkes gets called for the foul. That's her second.
Well, Lauren Betts gets the entry feed, feels the defender, and as she's turning middle, the double comes. Easy for her to find her teammate on the weak side.
Hawkes will come out. Dugalich will come on. Dugalich had a really strong first half. 7 points, 4 rebounds, an assist. Bring balance for North Carolina. 9 different scores tonight for the Tar Heels.
And in their first 2 games, they have had 5 different players reach double digits. That's pretty balanced.
North Carolina burned a timeout because they were risking a 5-second call. Shot clock is down to 7. Open look for Harris. Gets the roll.
So that's now 2 shots in this quarter where the UNC bigs have popped out. Betts has stayed back, and they've been able to knock them down.
Meekins. Betts away from the basket. Ledger Walker. 7 on the shot clock. Ledger Walker all the way. We've seen her do that time and again. Her standout career at Washington State. Now in her first year playing for UCLA after missing last year with an injury. Navarre, no. Dugalich with the rebound. Ooh, Dugalich put a little backspin on that one.
There's hot, and then there's Dugalich hot right now. I mean, that hit the back of the cylinder, went dead, and fell in.
Kelly really extending her minutes here. Remember, we talked about at the beginning, minutes restriction, 5 minutes in game 1, 10 minutes in game 2, but she's been on the court a lot here today. North Carolina gets basket. Arnis Salo with the 3.
Renata Kelly's a competitor. She doesn't want to come out of this game. That's probably one of those where she doesn't even look over at the bench or the scores table in case someone's trying to check in for her.
It's up to 16 minutes. Three-point lead for the Bruins after the Kiki Rice basket. Inside of 6 minutes to go, third quarter.
Dugalich just keeps doing a great job of switching out on the guards so they can't turn the corner on the on-ball screens.
That one won't drop. Rice with the rebound. Betts. Foul's going to be called. Navarre came over to help Harris. Foul is called. Well, Charlize Ledger-Walker is back here in this building in the 2023 Pac-12 championship game for Washington State. She led Washington State to the Pac-12 title. They were the #7 seed. She had 23 points and 5 threes in that championship against Corey Close's UCLA team.
She was spectacular. We had a front row seat to it, and it was on full display. Just her ball IQ, the decision-making that she makes. She can score. But, Eric, she impacts the game even if she doesn't score because she can pick a defense apart. She knows who to get the ball to and when. And I think she's a great addition because it allows Kiki Rice to get downhill a little bit more now. It allows another entry post, a tremendous entry post feeder into Lauren Betts.
Do you think Corey Close took it well when I brought up the fact that, yeah, you know, back in 2023, this is Charlize's first time back in this building, and that game was the championship game for the Pac-12, and your team lost. You know, did she take it the right way?
I think she took it a lot better because she has Charlize on her team now.
That's right. That softened it a little bit. And by the way, in all seriousness, Corey probably would still be talking and saying good things about Charlize Ledger-Walker if the game didn't start. I mean, she could have gone on and on. She thinks that highly of her as a person and as a fit here for this UCLA team. North Carolina gets a hoop to bring the Tar Heels back within two. Arnie Salo hot in the first quarter, cooled off in the second quarter, but heating back up in the third.
Timmy doing such a great job anchoring the defense, talking nonstop, getting her guards where they need to be.
Nicely done, spinning it in for two. Jaquez, first points in the second half for Gabriella.
The guards are able to get to the rim right now. They're not easy finishes, but they are doing a great job of finishing.
Navarre with the crossover. The beautiful take to the basket for two. Ledger-Walker tried the little no-look flip to Dugalich, but Toomey was ready for it.
When UCLA had numbers, because Arnie Sala was on the floor and they couldn't take advantage.
Meekins, good find inside. Dugalich for two. Feels a little bit like it did in the first quarter. We had that extended run around the media timeout. I know North Carolina took an early timeout, but we are in that 5-minute window. And right now it's the Navarre show taking to the basket. She wants that one back. Just the look on her face telling the story. Unable to drop. But again, players looking tired early in the season, trying to dig deep here, waiting for a whistle in the media timeout. Dugalich not done. And now a timeout is called here in Vegas. 5 ties, 16 lead changes. This is the largest lead of the game for UCLA. North Carolina's largest lead, also 6. It's been tight throughout. And out of the timeout, a block shot by Rice. Back the other way, Jaquez. Grant sprinting back. UCLA is 8 of 10 from the field in this third quarter. They are 8 for their last 8.
UCLA has worked so hard tonight, trying to get around screens, going over on Balcership and go to UCLA. I'd say check and check.
Arnisalo, tough take, won't drop, and Rice has the rebound. Navarre once again gets another steal. And Grant can't hold on to it. I want to go ahead to the lefty. That's some high-level basketball stuff there for a youngster.
I just appreciate Coach Rachel establishing the goal setting at a young age.
Oh, beautiful look inside. Dugalich to Betts. Double-digit lead for UCLA inside of 2 minutes to go in the third. Navarre. Rice with the rebound. UCLA is a +9 in rebound margin. That's tipped out of bounds, and it will stay on that end. Reminder, coming up Sunday afternoon, women's hoop doubleheader. 10th ranked NC State hosts number 17 TCU, 1 Eastern. That's on ESPN, and then on ESPN2, 22nd ranked Louisville taking on Clemson. ACC openers, you can always watch both on the all-new ESPN app. Neepkin's been a quiet night. Can't get that. Good position by Kelly to get the rebound. And Jaquez a little too aggressive on the defense.
That was a smart play by Kelly. Just knew she had the momentum advantage and got her shoulder even with Jaquez, and that's how she was able to draw that foul.
Jaquez will check out with her third personal foul. Bilic is back on. Salo guarded by Rice. Pull up three. Dugalich the rebound.
Last two shots for UNC have been good looks because the defense have gone under the on-ball screens. They just couldn't knock them down.
Neepkins, that's going to be a foul called on Dugalich, trying to make a little room for Neepkins.
You said make a little room. She made a little room because she extended that knee. Right call by the official.
Second personal on the grad student from Illinois who started her career at Oregon. Good game against Oklahoma last time out. 14 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 steals. She's got 14 points tonight to go along with 6 rebounds and 2 assists. Freshman back out there, not afraid, is Nyla Brooks.
That was one thing Corey Close said to us today. We know UNC is going to try to full court pressure us, but I've got 2 point guards and I've got 2 other players who can also bring it up against the pressure.
Rice whips it over to Neepkins. Can't hit the short one, but another rebound for UCLA. This time it's Bilic. Rice wasting no time to put it back up. 7 now for Kiki, all in the second half. 10-0 run for the Bruins. Arnis-Salo tried to drop it down to Thomas, but it's turnover. 1.2 to go. Ledger Walker's going to come in.
I kind of want Jaquez to come in and get her half-court shot. Check that off the goal sheet.
Was that on there?
It was on the goal sheet.
Hard to read the, youngsters writing back in the day. North Carolina's not going to give UCLA much of a chance to do much here. UCLA
whistle because one of our security people was still on the floor when they inbounded the ball, so they had to allow him to rush off the floor.
So that would have been a 5-on-6.
Correct.
Good defense.
Coming to the matchup zone, UCLA is out of the break.
Oh, beautiful play. Out of the timeout. Run by North Carolina to get the basket and end the 10-0 run.
And that's how you beat a matchup zone. You get to the high post. Well done by North Carolina. And now they're coming to a matchup zone.
Toomey now with 8 after the hoop for North Carolina. Off the miss. Another rebound for UCLA. They're dominating on the glass right now. Betts throws it outside. Jaquez rattles into 3. 12 points now for Gabriella.
And 6 assists for Lauren Betts.
$15 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. We will be on triple-double watch for Lauren Betts this year. If teams are going to double or triple her continuously, which they will, she's going to have plenty of opportunities to find teammates who know how to finish. Neepkins couldn't finish because she was fouled.
Well, Eric, even that cut by Neepkins is an example of the effect of Lauren Betts. She's on the weak side, but you don't want to rotate over. You don't want to go true help side because you don't want to give her the chance to do a step in or anything else. So you see Toomey's really close to her, and then because the defender's up the line looking at the ball handler, Gianna Neepkins cuts back door, draws the foul.
So here is the grad student from Duluth. 2 seasons ago, suffered a broken right foot, 8 games in the season. Was shooting 54% from outside the arc at the time of her injury. Last year, we mentioned before, hit 45%. She can knock him down, hits the free throws. UCLA on top by 15. How about that little move by Lainey Grant? A little handle, gets a little contact. She'll get to the free throw line. Of course, that's going to be one of the themes for North Carolina this season is where are they going to get the offense from after their top 3 scorers and their top 2 rebounders are gone from last year's team, led by Alyssa Usby, who averaged 11 points, 9.5 boards, 3 assists. Leader in all 3 categories for last year's North Carolina team that won 29 games. Courtney Banghart said, she made it very clear, we're a work in progress. We're young. We have a couple of players who aren't fully clear to give me a full game yet, but by the end of the year, this is going to be a really good team because she just loves the pieces and the talent she has on this roster. They just need some time to work together and play through some things.
Well, I was joking around with her assistant coaches after practice this morning. I said, it looks like you guys have all the ingredients for an amazing cake. And they're like, yeah, it's just a matter of how quickly will the oven heat up. and that's just it exactly. I mean, this North Carolina squad lost 75% of their scoring from a year ago. They have pieces to score now, but they haven't had a lot of reps together. And offense is about chemistry and knowing one another. It'll come.
Betts now with 17 points. Arnisalo. Dugalich. Navarre, inside of 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Navarre takes it at Betts, who gets the block. 1 on the shot clock for North Carolina.
High percentage shot. You want to try to get downhill. The problem is Lauren Betts is anchoring the paint. Her player sets the screen. She stays at home. And one step goes with Navarre. Times it perfectly for that block.
Second block for Betts tonight. 1 to shoot. Grant, oh, she was fouled. No, shot clock violation. Right in front of the North Carolina bench. I think Courtney Banghart's like, wasn't there a little contact there?
Well, Ledger Walker held her breath there for a moment as well. I think that's a good no call.
So shot clock violation, turnover for North Carolina. 7.5 to go in the 4th. Betts on the inside. Won't get the assist here as Dugalich can't get it to go. Arnisalo showing a little handle. Can't get that to drop. Her reaction tells you she wanted that one more than any other field goal she hit today. Kiki Rice knows how to finish when she gets into the paint.
I think that's an area of improvement from a year ago even, is her ability to truly finish. Sometimes when their shots are altered, we've already seen it at least 3 times tonight, when she's gotten down all the way to the rim, she's been able to finish through contact. And this is one thing for Kiki Rice that was a point of emphasis by her head coach, is downhill, get to the rim and finish. And I'll say this again, her ability to do some of those things, I think, is a direct result of Charlize Ledger-Walker being on the floor. Allows Kiki to be a little bit more explosive and look to be more drive-driven versus point guard focused at all times.
Lori Close says she wants the two of them, Ledger Walker and Rice, to play off of each other. So when you hear that, what should people watch for with those two working together? It's going to be a foul against UCLA.
I love the analogy that Corey gave us. She goes, it's like when Charlize was playing with her older sister at Washington State. They didn't have to say anything verbally. They just knew. She said, I think these two will get to that point where, oh, you're closer for the outlet. You take it. And they don't even have to say it. They'll just learn to read and play off of one another. And that's just going to come with reps. And as you said earlier, Kiki missed a lot of the offseason. So it's just going to continue to gel this offense well the more time they spend together on the court.
Jaquez with the rebound. Lauren Betts running down the court. She's got a double-double tonight, 17-10, 6 assists. Doesn't have 19, though, as that one won't drop as we approach 6 minutes to go. Just shy of a double-double last time out against Oklahoma with 9 points. Navarre off the window for 2.
I'm trying to think if there's been an easy finish for Navarre today at the rim, and she just keeps getting there and somehow getting the ball to go down.
I don't think she likes things easy. She likes the challenge.
She's a defender.
We see it on the defensive end all the time. Betts, double team, passes out of it. Rice for 2. Strong second half scoring for Kiki Rice, 11 points on 5 of 10 shooting overall in the game, but those 11 points all in the second half.
Oh, they missed Toomey. They had Toomey there for a second.
That won't drop from the outside, closing in on 5 minutes to go in what is now a 17-point lead for UCLA, and Corey Close wants her team to slow it down.
And I can't say this enough. There's a lot of skill and talent on the floor for UCLA, but there's also a ton of experience. 8 of their roster members are either seniors or grad students. Whereas period where Kiki couldn't be physical, Corey Close took it upon herself to help her learn through the visualization.
Out of the media timeout. Tough shot for North Carolina. UCLA trying to separate themselves a little bit more from the 11th ranked team in the country. There was Rice on the back cut. Ledger Walker looking for Kiki. Kiki walked. Tomorrow night, ESPN2 men's college basketball doubleheader. 6th ranked Michigan will take on TCU. That's at 9 Eastern time. 19th ranked Gonzaga and Arizona State will follow. Both games available on the all-new ESPN app as well, so you can catch it anywhere. Before we came on the air tonight, Purdue and Alabama. Great men's showdown in Tuscaloosa. Strong finish by Purdue as the Boilermakers pulled away and picked up a win over the Crimson Tide. Earlier today here in Vegas, it was a victory for Fairfield over South Florida. Off day tomorrow for the 4 teams here at the WBCA Challenge, and then they'll play again on Saturday. Hard fall. Ledger Walker is up. And jogging off.
Collective sigh by the Bruin fans. Five seconds on the shot clock here for North Carolina.
Navarre wasting no time. Couldn't get it. Gugalich has the rebound. 14 and 8 for her tonight. Neepkins. Betts. Gugalich open for 3. Navarre will keep it in play. 3.5 to play in the 4th quarter. Grant steps back for a 3.
I mean, even tonight, you've seen at different times the different pieces for North Carolina. This team will continue to get better on the offensive end.
Laney Grant, all freshman selection in the ACC last season. Corey Close thought maybe there's a little bit too much. Now you're allowed this year, you can have the multiple hot touches, right? The hot stove touch. But you can't have 2 hands on there at the same time.
You can't burn the person anymore. That's my interpretation.
Rice to inbound. And that's going to be a foul call on Henderson. UCLA will take on South Florida here on Saturday. It'll be Fairfield in North Carolina. Did I say Saturday? Friday. Wait, no, Saturday.
Today is
it
Thursday.
Is Saturday.
It'll be Saturday.
I'm in Las Vegas, okay? So this is what happens when you're in Las Vegas. You lose track of time and place and sense. Look what's ahead for UCLA, though. Saturday against USF, then a game against Southern. Then they're back in Vegas to face Texas November 26th, then South Carolina or Duke Thanksgiving night. They still have Tennessee before the month ends on November 30th.
They have 3 ranked top 10 foes in their first 9 games. Hats off to Corey Close to challenge her team in the non-conference.
Betts on the turnaround, can't get it to drop. Grant, pull up for 3. That one's going to be well short. North Carolina, after the Fairfield meeting on Saturday. I'm proud of myself that I figured out what day it was today.
What do you mean figured it out? I told you.
I mean, you've been in Vegas as long as I have. We've been here since Tuesday. I don't know if you know what day it is. I can always count on you because you could sell it even if it was the wrong day.
It's hoop season.
There are no days off for you in hoop season. No days off for Lauren Betts as she gets the basket and the foul. A chance for a 3-point play.
It's the footwork for me. She faces up to see where the help side might be and then realizes that Toomey's far enough off of her that she takes that big step to get even, get by, get the foul, and get the celebration.
And get the 3-point play. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists for the All-American tonight. It's her 32nd career double-double, her first this season. As we approach 2 minutes to go. Artisalo. I've been wrong in Vegas. In
No, but I thought you said that you believed it went off of Meekin's finger. Toomey hit it.
Oh, I did, yes. Oh, yeah. What day is today? I was right. Hey, I was right in Vegas.
Take the assist.
Yes, thank you. Great assist, partner. Toomey. Nope. Rice has it.
That makes 10 rebounds for Kiki Rice. That's a double-double for her as well.
How about that? 2 double-doubles here tonight. Rice goes for 11 and 10, 6th of her career. Betts is out of the game with her double-double. Oh, and if you're a softball fan or you know a softball fan somewhere.
Isn't everybody a softball fan?
Well, someone was just getting up to perhaps get into the game for UCLA, who happens to be one of the country's best softball players, who is also playing basketball for UCLA, but she's sitting on the bench right now, so I'm not going to fully bring Megan Grant into the game yet. 4 on the shot clock for Rice. On the drive, the flip, the finish. 13 points all in the second half for Kiki Rice. And UCLA is on top by 19 as we approach a minute to play. Toomey will launch a 3 and get it. Sierra Toomey into double figures with 11, and Corey Close will call a timeout so Megan Grant can come into the game. All-American, hit .376 with 26 home runs and 81 runs batted in as a junior for a team that reached the Women's College World Series in Oklahoma City. Christy and I are huge softball fans, and this is one of the best players in softball who has a spot in her heart for basketball, and here she is playing for UCLA, a 2-sport athlete in Westwood.
Credit to both coaches for allowing this to happen, because this is what the student athlete wanted. Megan Grant was a 3-sport athlete in high school. She really loves basketball. And again, hats off to both coaches, because I think in this day and age we get a little territorial with our players at times. I think it just makes everybody better.
This is her 3rd appearance for the basketball team. She has not scored yet. Substitution for UCLA as Christina Caramuzzi will come on, and that's it for Neepkins. Rice putting the finishing touches on a strong all-around performance, especially in the second half. 15 points, 10 rebounds. Kiki's done for the day as Jaquez will come back on. Henderson to the baskets.
The future is bright, very bright in Chapel Hill. And I don't mean years from now. I think this team will only continue to get better on both ends of the floor.
Jaquez. For Muse. Back to Jaquez. Three-pointer is launched off the mark. Grant with it. Grant muscles it up and in! Look at the bench! Look at her smile! What a moment for the All-American in softball who has scored in basketball.